On the physical side, why are action sports and what you call dynamic activities so important to help us with these use it or lose it skills?
Expertise and wisdom are these very diverse neural nets in the brain, lots of real estate, lots of redundancy, impervious to cognitive decline. The more expertise, the more wisdom. And this is why one of the reasons peak performance aging starts young. Like literally the guy who did the core research on wisdom, Elkanon Goldberg, his core advice is, the more wisdom, the more expertise, the more we have cognitive reserve, the more we can stave off Alzheimer's, dementia, cognitive decline, all the things that are going to could happen to the brain over time. This is how we fight back. And his point was wisdom, among the many things encapsulated in wisdom, are all like the unconscious rules that govern how do systems work, how does behavior work, all that stuff. It's onboarded slowly over time. So you want to start training these things. You want to start learning. Challenging creative and social activities, we learn a lot during. They're also tend to drive us into flow. Social activities are really important as we age. The most important thing you can do for your brain is maintain social activity because it keeps the brain active in really important ways and really lowers stress levels. So a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about, there are 9 known causes of aging. They're all linked to inflammation. Inflammation is linked to stress. So anything you do that fights stress, that lowers stress, that gives you more emotional control is involved in peak performance aging. So social activities lower stress. They give us these pro-social, there's people around who love me, got my back, I can be a little less stressed. So there's a lot of that stuff. Dynamic deliberate play is the next bit. Dynamic is literally what we've been talking about. It's just a fancy way of saying it hits all 5 categories of functional fitness: strength, stamina, flexibility, balance, agility. Deliberate play, you've heard of deliberate practice, Anders Ericsson's favorite, expertise. Repetition with incremental advancement is the fastest path towards expertise. And Anders wasn't wrong, but as he himself said, that's only true in certain very precise disciplines. And when faced with just general learning, deliberate play works better than deliberate practice. Deliberate play is repetition with improvisation. You're going to do the same thing you did last time, but a little bit of flourish, a little flower, a little something fun. It's playful, meaning there's no shame, there's no embarrassment. If you're bad, who cares? You're having fun. But that feeling of play produces more neurochemistry, more endorphins. This one really boosts the immune system, lowers stress levels, but amplifies learning. So dynamic deliberate play says I'm using all the physical skills that decline and I'm learning better than any other way. Novel outdoor environments, the last bit. Why do we care? And this is back. Action sports demand dynamic deliberate play, and they take place in novel outdoor environments, and they're challenging, creative, and social. So it's one-stop shopping. The last bit is the most important bit. One, outdoor environments in general lower stress. We know this. This is well established in positive psychology. A 20-minute walk in the woods will outperform most SSRIs for treatment of depression. I can talk about why if you care, but we know that. Good for you, lowers stress. So in itself, being in nature is anti-inflammatory. So it's, better for healthy aging. But if you want to preserve brain function, how do you do that? You want to birth new neurons and turn those new neurons into neural nets. Right? That's learning. So the adult brain, contrary to what we used to believe for a long time, it actually does continue to birth new neurons. And in fact, the adult brain will birth about 700 new neurons a day, basically until you die. But where do those neurons show up is the key question. They show up in a part of the brain known as the hippocampus. The hippocampus does 2 things. It does long-term memory and it does location, place. It's packed with place cells and grid cells. Why? We evolved as hunter-gatherers. When you were in the wild and something emotionally charged happened, you got to remember where you were when it happened. That's survival. So where did I get attacked by that tiger so I don't go back there? Where was that ripe fruit tree so when it comes into season, I'm hungry, I can go there? This is survival. This is what the brain is designed to do. Peak performance and peak performance aging is always getting our biology to work for us rather than against us. Our biology is designed to remember when we have novel experiences in outdoor environments. So that's what you want to use it for.